Okay.
No, before you start, Vikram's actually called the two of you. This is called purely and truly a person who has no faith and trust in the other person. He feels that I have terrible ears, that I have totally useless ears.
Rajiv cannot tell, and I'm saying this with much fondness for him. He cannot tell the difference between a little box which is like that and a setup with a Premier and a Dali speaker. So, so that's why we're not relying on him to test.
But I'm very glad you're here because I have a feeling whatever I'll be saying is what you'll be also saying. We'll all end up together and Vikram on one side.
I would find that hard to do. Okay, tell us, what is it that you would really be looking for in a pair of really good headphones? And actually, we have a wide range. I mean, frankly, headphones also come all the way from the 1,000 rupee to the 30,000 rupee.
No, also the 10-cent one that comes with an iPod.
There's some which are like cost lakhs, which we will not go into.
What about the one that the 10-cent one that comes with the iPod, right?
Yeah, awesome, dude.
Awesome?
To ruin your hearing.
You don't like the one which comes with the iPod?
They're very bad. Not at all, they're really bad.
Which one, what do you suggest you use with an iPod?
With an iPod, you can get any decent, cheap in-ear system with those ear canal. In fact, the new iPods, I think, are coming with those ear canal headphones. They're kind of okay.
The in-ear ones?
Yeah, the in-ear ones.
Those are better than...
Those are much better. But the original, the white iPod ones, which are iconic, those are horrible.
All right. Yeah. But I think, interesting question you asked. I really want to know this also. When you need, and once you guys say something is good, then for a normal casual music listener, that's fantastic. When you really need to select headphones, what do you do? Because this is such a judgmental call, right? So starting from you, what is it in a headphone that you look for first?
I'm mostly looking at something which has a very even frequency response, so that so that it's not too colored, and something that's not.
So tell me, I love this word. I mean, it's not too digitized, it's not too colored,
not
it's not
too
colored
means that it should be giving music the way it is supposed to be recorded.
Yeah,
right?
it shouldn't be Photoshopped.
That's important when you're in the recording studio. But there's another view which some people express that it should make for a lay person.
Yeah.
It should make the music sound nice. Because some of those which are very unforgiving. Like in floor standards, you have Dyna Audio. It's a great speaker, but it's sometimes too unforgiving. Is that something which a lay person should look at?
Yes. In fact, when we do our mixes, we try to see that it translates the best on consumer systems. So some of these headphones, as he said, is colored, and that means it is not transparent.
Okay.
Which is not giving you the accurate picture of actually what a producer or a mixing engineer heard in the studio.
Okay, we're going to allow you gentlemen to go off with your test in just a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to ask you, at the end of the day, do you really hear what you pay for? Because, in other words, is there a massive, massive difference between, let's say, a 6,000-7,000 rupee pair of headphones and a 30,000 rupee pair of headphones?
It depends on what you want and what you're looking at.
And
in most cases, no.
In most cases, no. So you're saying, Rajiv can't tell the difference that we've established, but but then that's...
I'll complete this. For normal people,
a lot of people might not like the 30,000 rupee headphones, by the way.
Yeah, in fact, this is exactly what I said. I hear a lot of people speak and they go in, the purists go into complete raptures over this headphone and that and that. To most consumers, if you really look at it, the millions that use a portable music player, right? That they want with the headphone. They want a lot of bass and they want it to pump and they want exactly the opposite of what you're really saying.
You're seeing my expression.
Yes, correct.
Look, I deal with the common man. He's elitist. I'm not, okay? So I'm talking about what all of us want.
Forgive him, Lord. We are in the presence of the Philistine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Look, can I just recommend you ignore everything that you just heard? Please take these.
Absolutely.
And tell us, guys, which is the best headphone of these.
How big a role does price play when it comes to the audio quality of headphones? That is the primary quest of the test we propose to do on Gadget Guru today. For this test, we sought the help of two audio experts. The test conditions were set by our experts.
I'm Naman. I am a mixing engineer. I also produce music and I teach music. And I've been listening to headphones for quite some time now.
I'm Anupam. I produce rock bands and a lot of other independent artists, and I work with a lot of bands and do their live sound and stuff.
In a controlled environment, our experts pick the music of their choice and the source to play these tracks from. The experts had no time to prepare beforehand. It was more of a spontaneous finding of this experiment that we hoped would yield interesting results.
Was it loose?
Not loose, it was tight.
We began with the most expensive of them all, the Sennheiser HD800. The successor to the HD650, the HD800 is the latest range of studio quality headphones. These were a hit with the experts, with both concluding that it contains fantastic even frequency response, with negative points for lack of comfort, price and the need for a good headphone amp.
So they have great frequency response and they sound very even from very across a wide spectrum.
I don't know if it was just this unit. This unit looked a little flimsy when you wear it. Yeah, it was not tight enough so that when you really enjoy music, it was not holding there. Yeah, but the overall sound was just fantastic.
Next up, the Sony MDR Z100. Now the verdict was mixed on this one, with both the experts finding the headphones decent to listen to with warm bass response.
They sound a little muddy, but you can't expect an even response out of these for the price you pay.
They're fun for dance music, but they're a little fatiguing over time.
Now Bowers and Wilkins have quite a huge name in the high-end audio market, but the experts were hard-pressed to find something they liked about these headphones, apart from the comfort of wearing them.
They're very shrill and nasal sounding. Like they hurt your ears after a while. So if you're listening to something like even jazz, it's not gonna sound even and nice. It's not gonna sound like a band playing inside your head. It's going to sound harsh and artificial.
I personally prefer either in-ear monitoring or circumaural, which is around the ears. But these kind of sit on the ears, but they're very surprisingly very comfortable to wear for long periods of time.
Now we move into the below 10,000 mark on our list with Logitech Ultimate Ears 700. The experts seem to be unanimous in their decision to crown this the winner of our test. It seemed to have the best price to performance ratio and an even frequency response.
These were the surprise package of the lot. They cost around 8,000 rupees. But since they're in-ears, you need the right pad size to fit into your ears, because for me the biggest one always works the best. And what I found was that if you don't use the right pad size, you don't get a proper bass response.
They do a great job, and I think they're my personal favorites actually amongst the lot.
The Philips SHL 5000 were the cheapest headphones we tested on the list, and despite some of its problems, the experts felt it performed very decently for its 1,000 rupee price point.
I have not heard 1,000 rupee headphones which sound this good. Honestly, they don't have a lot of low end, but you can get them to sound a little thumpy if you position them right. They're not very comfortable and they feel a little flimsy, but I mean you'd probably expect that from something that costs so less.
They do pretty great for the amount of money that you pay for. Bass, mids, the high response, pretty much muddy, but well, that's all you pay for.